Hi everyone, welcome to Arcadia Yoga. So happy you're here. Today's practice is going to be all about educating us on our cues for our Sun Salutation A as well as Sun Salutation B. So I'll be teaching it in a flow format so we feel like we're getting great opening, great toning, creating space and strength, and we're learning a little bit more about a specific type of yoga that's particularly practiced in the Ashtanga vein of yoga historically. So happy you're here. Hopefully we learn a little bit today and we feel good, like we've been able to just stretch and be a little bit stronger and focused. So today's class we're going to start in child's pose, and we're not going to do too much before we really get into it today. So again, let's start in child's pose. Take your knees wide, big toes to touch, just immediately getting into the hips. You don't have to engage your core here, you can just leave it nice and soft, settling in, belly down, relax into the chest and into the shoulders. Spread your arms out, spread your fingertips wide. If it feels good or it's necessary, you can always tent up your hands and take your forehead to your hands, the mat, a block, or a blanket. But we'll take a few breaths here in child's pose. Two more deep inhales here. And then when you're ready, on your next inhale, start to come up into a tabletop position. Again, spread the fingers wide. Make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists. Hips are over your knees. Engage the core, so pull your belly button up towards your spine. And then we'll start by taking some cat-cows. So inhale, belly down, gaze forward, spread the shoulders wide, sitting bones wide, gaze up. And then exhale, tuck chin and pelvis, actively press your back up towards the ceiling. 3 more, pace of your own breath, inhale. And exhale. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Inhale to a neutral spine. Take a full breath in. Walk your hands about a handprint out. And then step your legs back so that you're in a high push-up plank position. Hips in line with your shoulders, spread the fingers wide. Actively press the heels back, engage the core. Roll the weight forward so you come onto your toes, shoulders over wrists. Big breath in, exhale, downward facing dog. Good, bend one knee at a time, pedal things out. Again, spread the fingers wide. Rotate so that your inner eyes of your elbows are facing towards one another. Bring your ears in line with your biceps. Hips are reaching high, legs strong, encouraging the heels down towards the mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look forward towards your fingertips. Exhale, walk your feet up towards your hands into a forward fold. Just for now, take your feet as wide as your hands. Good, take a big breath in. Bend into the knees here, and then tuck your chin. Take opposite thumb to opposite elbow. Maybe you sway side to side. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Releasing your arms here. Inhale, slow rise all the way up to mountain. So head is the last thing to come all the way up. Roll the shoulders up by your earlobes and then down your back. Spin your palms forward, engage the core. Bend into the knees. Even weight in the feet. Feel the space in between the ears and shoulders lift long through the crown of the head here in mountain pose. We're going to start with our Sun A, so Sun Salutation A first. Here in mountain, take a big breath in and a big breath out. Next, inhale, both arms up, palms touch at the top, ears aligned with the biceps. And then maybe gaze up towards fingertips. Mini back bend, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hinging at the hips, keeping a nice flat back. Come all the way down. Tuck the chin. Let the crown of the head come down. Good. Next, inhale, halfway lift. I like to keep a connection with my hands to the mat. If it feels more comfortable, you can slide them up your shins or to your knees. Spread your sitting bones wide. Scoop your belly up and in. Full breath. Nice flat back, shoulders away from ears. And then exhale, fold. Plant the connection into your hands. Step back into a high push-up plank position. Big breath in. And then exhale, slow lower all the way down to your belly. So this can be done by dropping the knees at any time. Keep the elbows down by your sides. Untuck the toes. Press into your shoelaces, lightly press into your hands. Inhale, baby cobra. And your cobra pose is here. You're lifting just as much as you would if you could lift your hands off of the ground. Next, exhale, forehead kisses the mat. Retuck the toes. Inhale through high push-up plank position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Walk your feet in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Take your arms all the way up. Press palms together, mini back bend. And then exhale, arms down and back to where we started in mountain pose. We're going to take that one more time. One breath, one movement, and then come into our Sun Salutation B for 2 cycles. So when ready, full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, arms up, palms together, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high push-up plank position. Full breath in. Exhale, use the knees if needed. Elbows stay tucked close. Come all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Shoulders back, elbows in. Exhale, release down. Retuck the toes. Inhale through high push-up or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look towards fingertips. Exhale, walk feet in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms come up at the top, gaze up. And exhale, mountain pose, arms down, nice and strong, open and confident. And when you practice this enough times, you're able to work towards doing this 5 times in a row, 10 times in a row. Sometimes we use this for intentional purposes. This can be a moving meditation, which is a really, really beautiful way to send that energy out into the universe, to say a prayer for yourself, for others, and to stay focused. And now that we're here in mountain pose, we're going to come through 2 cycles of our sun salutation B. Roll your shoulders up by your earlobes, down your spine, spin palms forward. Feet are either big toes to touch, separation in the heels, or at hips distance width apart, nice and strong. Good. Coming into our sun salutation B. Either feet at hips distance or big toes to touch, separation in the heels. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, chair pose. Sit the hips down deep. Lift both arms up. If it's accessible to you, press palms together. Sitting down here, again, keeping the hips even. Weight is in our heels here. Pressing palms together, imagining that beach ball, rolling the shoulders back. Maybe your gaze comes up towards the palms. Big breath in and a big breath out. Full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high push-up plank position. Full breath in here. Exhale, lower halfway down, untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Squeeze the legs together, lift knees off of the ground. Big breath in. Exhale, retuck the toes, lift the hips high. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Putting the weight into the left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg back. Flex the foot, spin the pinky toe down to keep the hips even. Full breath in. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Step it forward. You want to be on 2 separate train tracks here, and then start to seal the left heel down. Left toes towards 10 o'clock. Coming into your Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale, lift both arms up. Press palms together. Maybe you gaze up towards the ceiling. We want to actively shift the left hip forward, right hip back. Keep bending into the right knee. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground. Step the right leg back. Full breath in. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. This time, inhale, left leg high. Square off the hips. Spin the pinky down. Full breath in. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Step it forward. Seal the right heel down. Right toes towards 2 o'clock. Scissor the inner thighs. Inhale. Warrior 1. Press hands together at the top. Gaze up. Exhale, hands come back down. Step the left leg back. Full breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, gaze forward towards your fingers. Halfway lift here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down deep. Reach arms up, press palms together, weight in the heels. Good. And then rise, mountain pose, hands come down. Big breath in. Big breath out. We're going to take that one more time, cycling all the way through, one breath, one movement to sort of solidify it in our mind. Again, imagine creating an intention for yourself This is truly a moving meditation, a great way to find structure in your flow and in your practice, whether this is something you commit to daily or it's something you commit to once a month when you can. It's a great thing again to think about. So coming in one more time to our Sun B. Full breath in here and out. Next, inhale, chair pose. Sit down, arms up, press palms together, gaze up. Big breath in. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high push-up plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower halfway, and then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it forward. Shifting the left heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Keep the hips squared, press palms together, gaze up. And exhale, hands come back down. Step the right leg back, big breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Seal the right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Press hands together at the top. Exhale, hands come back down. Step the left leg back, big breath in. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Good, exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Take the hands down, big breath in, big breath out. Full breath in, and full breath out. Good. Start to bend into the knees. Come on down into a seated position. And we'll just end here with a few more grounding poses since we've done that flow. Take your legs out long, feet together. We'll just take some twists here and then come into a traditional forward fold. Bend up the right knee, take the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Right fingertips back behind you like a kickstand. Inhale, lift left arm long. And then exhale, hug the right knee or take the elbow to the outside of the knee. Actively press in. With every inhale, find your length. With every exhale, deepen the twist. And next inhale, come back towards center. Both hands bow down to the left, counter twist. And then come back towards center. Extend the right leg long. Take left foot over the right leg. Left fingertips back behind you like a kickstand. Inhale, right arm up. And then exhale, hug the left knee in or take the elbow to the outside of the knee. Every inhale, find length. And with every exhale, take your twist just a little bit further. Gaze is wherever feels comfortable. It can be down at the ground. It can be up. It can be turned towards the back of your space and mat. Good. Inhale, come back towards center. Both hands to the right and bow down. Inhale, come back towards center. Bring your legs in towards one another. Flex your feet. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, start to reach forward into your forward fold. You might grab your knees, shins, ankles, or your feet, wherever you are. Inhale, nice long spine, gaze up just for a moment, and then exhale, forward fold. 3 deep breaths here. Good, inhale. Start to come all the way back up. And I always like to finish down on our back. So we're gonna come into happy baby, and then I'll cue you into a final shavasana if you have time for that. So when you're ready, walk your knees in, come all the way down onto your back. It might be nice to just rock side to side on your lower back, releasing any tension in the hips, giving yourself a nice little lower back massage. And then come back towards center, separate the knees, take your legs to 90 degrees. Take the hands to the back of the knees or the inside or outside arches of the feet. Actively press your feet into your hands, hands into your feet. If you feel like it, you can always rock side to side or stretch one leg out and then the other. Again, just getting into the back of the legs and hips. Wherever you are in happy baby, try to keep your lower back connected down to the ground. One more deep breath in here. Good, and then release when ready. I'll cue you into a little bit of a different shavasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together. Knees wide for a little bit more intention. You can take one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Just start to let go of the breath here. This is a moment to honor that moving meditation that you showed up for yourself in your practice today. Whether you carve out 5 minutes or an hour, it means something. Maybe take a moment to feel a sense of gratitude. As always, you are more than welcome to stay in this space and take as long of a shavasana as you need. It's arguably one of the most important poses. And if you're ready to finish, you can start by collecting your knees back in towards center. And then coming up into a comfortable seated position on your mat. Inhaling both arms up above your head and then exhaling thumbs to heart center. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Until next time, bloom where you are planted. And I look forward to moving with you whenever you join us. Thanks, guys.